So here is everything that I bought today. 2 chickens, we have chicken wings, lamb chops, beef steak. I did buy this. This is beef brisket. I also bought this just in case. I was probably going to include that into like a rice dish of some sort. I have some green beans, zucchini, all these vegetables I want to incorporate into our meals as well. We always have challah during Chag, so I do have an extra challah here that I had made and frozen. These are just frozen challah from the store. They're really yummy, so I plan on also making that. Here is the schug, nice and spicy. This will pair very well with the meat that I plan on preparing. Now just going to season the chicken. I have here some salt, some black pepper. I'm gonna put some garlic powder, paprika, and ground cumin as well. So my chicken has been seasoned. I might actually add in some potatoes as well to cook in there. Okay, next up I'm going to make the cabbage. So for the baked cabbage, I like to put olive oil, salt, pepper, balsamic vinegar, and a little bit of honey. Looks like this bottle of olive oil is finished. I do have another bottle in my cupboard though. We like to put a generous amount of balsamic vinegar. Put some salt and some pepper. Lastly, I put a tiny bit of honey. I try as much as possible to drizzle a little on top of everything. I don't go overboard. So the next thing I'm making is the pickled brisket in the crock pot. I'm going to put in the brisket down first on the bottom so that it cooks nice and evenly. And then I'll put down all of my vegetables on top. So the vegetables that I'm putting on top of the brisket will be some baby carrots and sweet potato. For the carrots, I'm going to put about half the bag. And my kids actually really like raw carrot, and they don't actually like cooked carrot very much, so I'm trying to get them into it more. I was kind of the same way growing up. I wasn't into cooked carrots as much, but as I grew older, I learned to like them. It's the way that I prepare them. I actually really like them when I cook them in the crock pot overnight. It makes them nice and like really soft. So I'm just cubing these sweet potatoes about that big. I think I'm just going to put in 1 sweet potato, but I will be putting in corn on the cob. So for this, I wish that I had the strength to actually cut it in thirds. I was thinking of using my knife, but it often gets really messy when I do that. So I think I'll just half them. I'm going to make a separate tray of just lemon potatoes. My kids really, really like potatoes. I'm sure every child out there does. So what I like to do is actually make them a little bigger than normal. I don't cube them. I like to make them into these like sort of wedge shapes. We like to use a generous amount of salt, pepper, and the juice from 2 lemons. So now that that's nice and seasoned, I do like to cover it so that the heat and the steam gets trapped in there and it makes the potatoes really nice and soft. I have about 15 minutes left for the whole chickens that I have in the oven. So what I'm going to do now is prep the chicken wings. That way when the whole chicken comes out, I could put in the chicken wings right after. The way that I like to make my chicken wings is more of like a honey garlic sort of flavor. So I put down salt, pepper, garlic powder, and now I'm putting this ready minced garlic. And my kids are done school now. They're getting out. I do have to go get them. It's nice because the school that they go to dismisses them early on Hag days so that we could have them home, and you know that it's beneficial for the Jewish teachers over there as well so that they could do some prep before the Hag starts. I am going to cover the chicken first so that the inside gets cooked, and then afterwards I'll uncover it so that it gets nice and toasty. I'm going to make baked zucchini and green beans. Very simply, nothing fancy. Kind of like that. I also like to cut my green beans in half to make it a little easier to eat. This is what the baked cabbage looks like. It's so, so delicious. I have lots going on in the oven right now. The two top ones there are the whole chicken with potato, and then we have the chicken wings, and then at the bottom we have potatoes and 2 trays of veggies. Here's the crock pot filled with the brisket and the vegetables on top. I'm not going to turn it on just yet. I'm going to wait a little bit longer until maybe 4 o'clock and then have it cooking. And of course, can't forget, this is the apple cider in there. This has been cooking on high. I put it on the 4-hour mark, but I'm going to be switching it over to the 10-hour mark for tonight to sort of get the cranberries nice and soft, and then it'll go on warm for the rest of the Hag. Okay, so now I'm going to fry this beef salami up. I do plan on using these eggs to create an omelet, and then I'm going to put everything in with the white rice that I'm cooking over there so that I have like a variety of stuff inside the rice as opposed to just white rice. Alrighty, so I have my egg and beef salami mixture here, and I'm going to put it into the rice now. Okay, we did it, guys. Here is the baked cabbage. Over here is the rice with the beef salami and the scrambled eggs. The 2 trays of honey garlic chicken wings. Yum, yum, yum. Here are the 2 trays of the roasted chicken. And of course, we cannot forget our potatoes and our mixed veggies over there. Right now, I do have challah inside the oven, which is baking, so I just have to wait for that. My husband and my son are working on the sukkah right now. I will show you what it looks like so far. But yeah, this is what's happening, guys. The last thing that I'm going to do is fry up the steak and the lamb chops. I don't want to do that now because I want it to be as, you know, like as fresh as possible before Hag. In the meantime, let's go check out how the sukkah's going. Hi! The corners are up. Working on this corner now. Not too bad. Okay, so now that all this food has been cooked, I'm going to wrap them again in aluminum foil, and then I'll let a few of the dishes sit and cool down before I put them into the fridge for the night. Yeah, there is a lot of food here, and I need to make space in my fridge to make sure that everything will fit. I usually stack the aluminum foil trays and put books in between so that they have a hard surface to go on. Then after that, I'm just gonna get ready for Hag. I'm gonna take a shower, I'm going to get dressed, put on some makeup, and then we'll be set. I am done cooking for the first night, the first day, the second night, and the second day. We have a few trays here, we have a few trays back there, we have 2 crock pots going. Everything is under control, and it is 5:30. I am finished all of my cooking, like I said. All I have to make sure to do is keep the oven on over Shabbos mode. That way, when we want to warm up our food, we can do that. And yeah, I am shocked that I'm done, and I feel great, and I don't feel stressed out or anything, like Baruch Hashem, because the past few days I've been actually feeling really, really down. And this just made me feel really happy that I was able to accomplish all this. So, yay! I think right now what I'm gonna do is check out the Sukkah and see how everything is going. Not bad. It's looking good. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I feel really good, and it's great going into Sukkot feeling like you've accomplished something really big, you know? I hope that everybody has a great rest of the week, whatever you may be doing, and I will see you in the next video, probably after Sukkot. In between Shmini Atzeres and Simchat Torah, there's still a period of time there where we celebrate Sukkot. And yeah, I'll probably try to keep you updated as I go. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!